Welcome to WCTV Senior Spotlights. My name is Doug Wilson, and I have the opportunity, the privilege, if you will, of asking Andrew Price a few questions. Now, Andrew, first off, why did you choose Waynesburg University?
Yeah, so that's not long, but an interesting story that starts all the way back in middle school. So a former soccer player here, Steve Haynes, went to the same high school and middle school as me, and his dad was my history teacher. And because we both played soccer, my dad was his coach for a bit, so we had that connection. And when I was looking for colleges, Waynesburg was not on my radar at all. I mean, I was looking mostly out of state. And then Steve Haynes says, hey, why don't you check out Waynesburg? Just come see how you feel about the campus. And I mean, I didn't even know this place existed at first. I had driven past here, actually. I'd driven past the Waynesburg exit of 70 to go to Cedarville in Ohio.
Okay.
And when I was coming here, I said, wait, I've been down this road before. I know exactly where I am. And then I get off at 79, and I'm like, I had no idea any of this was here. And then I came to school. When I visited, they were having that big picnic outside in the Johnson Commons. And I met with the soccer team, and they were all great. They welcomed me in, we chatted, had dinner, and it was just a great experience. And I was like, that's where I want to go.
Very cool. Your time here, there are so many wonderful individuals that are part of the staff, from faculty, advisors, and the like. Who has influenced you the most while you were here at Waynesburg University?
Ooh. That's a really tough question. I mean, I could sit here and say it's like any of the teachers, but I mean, really, it's the people that I hang out with in the YJ and in here and down at Woosen, at Wiley and the baseball and the Rudy. Just all of those people, being around them has really brought me out of my shell. I mean, if freshman me met current me right now, he'd be like, who is this guy? I'm staying away from him. He's so too outgoing for me. And I mean, I'm still not the most outgoing person compared to some other people up here. But I mean, I think most of the people up here have really helped me break my shell and get myself to get out there more.
Okay. You have been very involved your entire collegiate career here. How has being part of WCTV and Woosen prepared you for what you are hoping to encounter out in the real world?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been doing video production my whole life, pretty much, or most of it. I mean, I started doing broadcast with my church when I was in 8th grade because I needed service hours for high school. So I was like, okay, I might as well get this started. And it was something to do with a place I was familiar with. So I started doing that. But I mean, most of what I would do is just show up and point a camera. So I mean, since being here, I think I've had a lot more, I've learned a lot of the technical knowledge of how things actually work. It's not just go there and point a camera. It's now you have to be the one to set it up, make sure it's working right. So I mean, I think that's definitely prepared me going out. I mean, if I want to stay in broadcast or go down photography or videography, any of those routes, I think it's really prepared me to take that on and not just be scared and intimidated by whatever equipment I end up using out there.
Okay. Earlier you talked about how freshman you would be very surprised at the current you. So, what advice would you offer to the incoming freshmen to help them mentally get ready for the Waynesburg experience?
Yeah, don't be afraid of other people. If you're someone that's coming in and very introverted or antisocial, there's nothing to be afraid of, especially up here on the 4th floor. I mean, I was so scared. I mean, between soccer and just being an introvert, I spent most of my first year not knowing half of what was up here was up here. I never went in the YJ. I didn't really do much of WCTV outside of what I was required to for class. And then my sophomore year, I started coming up here and I was like, wow, these are great guys. They're not judgmental. They don't care that I'm weird or I have different interests. They don't care that I like soccer and not all the big American sports. So I mean, don't be afraid to like come up here, put yourself out there with the people that are up here, because you'll learn a lot from them and they're going to help you grow into a better person.
Okay. What's next for Andrew Price?
Well, I'd like to say I already have a job lined up in my career, but that's just not the case. And I wish I could say that I was going right into the field. But as of right now, the plan is to work to fund photography and hopefully be able to, I mean, I can't say start because I've already started a photography business. It's just really small. So I'll say expand. I want to expand my photography business, you know. Right now it's just like a camera and 2 lenses that I'm running around with. So I'd like to be able to like get more equipment, maybe rent or even own a studio someday where I can like come in and do studio photography, because I found taking Paul Hicks Photography 2 class this semester that I really like doing some of that studio side as well as the other stuff that I do with it. So really growing a photography business. But first I have to work a bit to fund that.
Excellent. Andrew, thank you so much for letting me sit and chat with you a little bit. And to you, this has been a 2026 Senior Spotlight with Andrew Price.
This has been a production of Waynesburg Community Television.